All right, so starting out on your back. Arms are comfortable. Long spines. Hands wherever they want to be. The legs can be out straight, legs can be bent. Again, get comfortable for a few breaths here. And just noticing the breath. Feel that gentle inhale, expand. And feel that exhale, draw in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw in. And then allowing that breath to start to slow down. And as you start to slow that breath down, noticing how your body responds, notice how the mind responds. Allowing your fingers and your toes to relax. And then becoming aware of that quality of expansion on inhale and contraction on exhale, drawing in. And then see if you can lengthen out your exhale a little bit more. And then starting with the inhale, gently lengthen through the back of the neck. As you lengthen the back of the neck, the chin drops toward the chest, the head stays on the ground. On the exhale, let it go. Inhale, lengthening through the back of the neck. Exhale, let it go. So this time, inhale, lengthen through the back of the neck. On the exhale, let it go, but lengthen through your low back. So you're getting a very gentle tuck under of that pelvis. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, lengthen through your low back. So just a gentle awareness of your spine here. Getting a gentle rock and glide, and noticing as you're lengthening each aspect, how far up or down your spine do you feel something? And then if your legs are out straight, go ahead and bring those feet flat on the ground. And with the next inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, lengthen the low back, engage your glutes. Slowly reach the knees over the toes as you roll your spine up just to the bottom of your shoulder blades. Stay broad across the collarbones as you inhale, and then exhale and slowly release yourself all the way back down. Take an inhale, back of the neck lengthens, exhale. Think about lengthening that low back and then slowly articulate up. Inhale, feel that ribcage respond. Exhale, slowly release down vertebrae by vertebrae. All right, this time going up and staying for a breath. So we've been staying up for inhale. So go ahead and take that nice opening breath as you exhale. Stay here, lengthen, stabilize. Think about reaching the knees over the toes even more. One more inhale, and then slowly lengthen yourself down, pulling those hips away from the ribs and releasing the pelvis. Again, exhale, gently begin to lengthen, slowly roll up. Inhale, open up. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, expand one more time, and then exhale, rolling down. So same pattern of the movement, but we're going to add arms in this time. So when you're ready, on the exhale, slowly articulating up. Reach the knees over the toes. As you inhale, slowly reach those arms up and overhead. Stay here for exhale. Inhale, expand. See if you can open up a little bit more through the chest. And then on exhale, slowly release yourself all the way back down. We got one more time, just like that. So when you're ready, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, low back. Roll the hips up. Get set, long through the low back. Inhale, slowly reach up and over. As you exhale, stay there. Inhale, reach long. And then exhale, slowly release yourself all the way back down. And check in. See how you feel. And then both knees come into your chest. Hands over the tops of the knees, fingers point toward your toes. And as you inhale, gently allowing those knees to press away. And as you exhale, scoop the abdominals up and in that low back to round a little bit. Inhale, back of the neck lengthens, the arms, allow the knees to go away. Exhale, and gently pull back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pulling in. We got 3 more here. So think about lengthening your exhale some. Last one. And then arms down by your side. Keep those knees in. So just coming into a very small twist. Start to work on the hips, low back a little bit, work on that disassociation. So keep your knees and ankles together. And as you exhale, you're going to gently rock your pelvis to the right. So it's like a bowl, and you're just rocking that bowl to one side. As you inhale, pull yourself back to center, and then exhale. You're just rocking the bowl the other direction. So the knees and the feet are traveling the same distance, and you're truly getting that isolation through the obliques. And then exhale. We got one more set. And again, just checking in, seeing how that low back feels. And then slowly bring your feet down, 1 foot at a time. And again, notice, see how you feel different from when we started. Notice what's changing, what's going on. And then please roll over onto your abs, face down. And again, working with those spinal joint actions, so coming into a gentle extension. So let's do arms down by your side. You can rotate your head to the side. You can cover the nose. If your head is rotated, you're going to be alternating which side it goes to. All right, so from here, just take a breath again. Exhale, engage through the core gently. Legs are pressing down into the ground and reaching long. And then with that next inhale, keeping the abs gently engaged, arms start to pull back and in, and then you gently push that breastbone forward, nose is center, back of the neck is long. Stay here for exhale. As you inhale, gently extend up, lift a little higher, and then on the next exhale, slowly release yourself all the way back down. Check in. Again, inhale, start to open up, set the shoulder blades, and then gently push forward. Stay here for exhale. Inhale, feel yourself ride that breath a little bit higher, keeping that low back long, and then release down. So we have 4 more lifts, 2 more reps if you're, or rounds if you're rotating the head. So again, as you're repeating this, really think about, what do I feel through my low back? Does it feel like the base of the ribs stay in contact? Inhale, open, exhale, extend, and stay. Inhale, exhale, you're lowering down, sorry. Inhale, lift. So no discomfort in the low back. And again, we're trying to get that movement from here up. One more set. So inhale, expand and lift, long through the back of the neck. Again, that tends to be a release valve, a compensation, because we don't have mobility in the rest of the spine. So really be mindful of that. Last set here. Let yourself ride down a little bit on exhale. Inhale, bring yourself up, and then exhale and gently release down. So check in. How's that low back feel? And then please press yourself to all fours. Again, working with fascial lines here. So hands under the shoulders, knees can be a little bit wider than your hips. Long spine, elbows point back, work on that scapular stability. So notice your spine right now. So keeping it straight on the next exhale, I want you to begin to pull the tailbone toward the wall behind you. Keep that spine still. Only go as far as you can go without letting that spine change position. And then slowly inhale, come back up. Oops, I rounded there. So as you exhale, core engages. It's a problem when I talk. Sometimes I lose what I'm doing. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, pull yourself back up. And again, you should be feeling this if you have tension and fascial restriction up and over that sacrum into the low back, and then down the hips into the back of the legs. All right, this time we're going to go all the way back into Chakravartasana. So exhale, pulling that tailbone toward the wall behind you. Let yourself sink back. There's a point your tailbone's going to round. Allow that to happen. Elbows go down, forehead down, hips sink back. As you inhale, extend the spine, lift the chest, come back up. Exhale, slowly pull yourself back. Let the tailbone round, forehead down, elbows down, sink back. We got one more time. And then inhale all the way back up. Check in here for a few breaths. Just notice what you feel. And then please bring yourself to standing. So here you are, tall spine, shoulder blades down and in. Get those feet a comfortable distance apart. Downcast or close your eyes. And then notice where the weight is on your feet. Trying to get it equal between the front and the back. So you have those nice triangles. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. So keeping the weight equal on the front and the back of the feet. On your next exhale, slowly sink down into chair. So keep the balls of the feet weighted just as much as the heels. Stay here for inhale. Open the chest up. Push the breastbone forward gently. As you exhale, slowly release yourself down into forward fold. Let the head down. Drop. Inhale. Extend the spine. Back of the neck long. Exhale. Slowly release back down deeper into that forward fold. And then on inhale, extend the spine, lift the chest, and come all the way back up. And then exhale, arms come down by your sides. Take a free breath. And then with your next exhale, slowly sinking back into chair. Inhale, stay. Exhale, slowly release yourself all the way down. Inhale, gentle ride of the breath. Exhale, going deeper into that forward fold. Relax the head. Pull the ribs farther away from the hips. As you inhale, slowly extend the spine, lift the chest, and come all the way back up. Exhale, arms down to your sides. Let's do one more time through like this. So when you're ready, exhale, sit back in the chair. Inhale, open the arms out. I think I forgot that last time. Exhale, forward fold, petting the cat as you go down. Inhale, straighten the spine, lift the chest, back of the neck long. Exhale, go deeper into forward fold. Inhale, extend the spine, lift the chest all the way back up. And exhale, release down. So check in for a few breaths. See how you feel. Get your weight back, equal between heels and balls of the feet. Long spines. And then please step that left foot forward, your right leg goes back. So we're going to play a little bit with the angle of this back foot and notice how it affects the hips. Okay, so start like you normally do with that heel more pointed straight back. So straight back, you're going to get a much better stretch on the whole calf. You're going to get a much more midline stretch on the front of the leg. Both hands go low across the abs. And as you inhale, gently pushing the breastbone forward, long through the low back, drop hips forward and down. And then as you exhale, slowly bring yourself back. Again, inhale, slowly pushing forward. Exhale and press back. All right, now take that back heel, turn it in, toes out a little bit more. But notice how that feels at the hip, at the knee. And again, just being different here. So exploring, being curious. Inhale, lunge in. Exhale, press out. Again, inhale, lunge in. Take your time. Feel that ribcage expand. Exhale, press out. One more time. Take the toes out a little bit more, so even more strong of a stance. And again, if that's uncomfortable, then you start to bring it back in. So you do you. We're exploring today. So as you inhale, drop the hips forward and down. Exhale, press out. One more time. Inhale. What do you feel at the hips? Exhale, press out. And then step both feet together. So notice right to left. See what you feel. And then please step your left foot back. Right leg is forward. I got distracted by cues. So make sure those heels point directly backwards. Hands go low across your abs. Core is engaged. And as you inhale, again, think about the hips dropping forward and down. Push the breastbone. Stay long through the low back. You might even have that small lengthening through that low back that we started class with. Again, inhale, slowly press out. Exhale and press back. All right, changing the angle of that back leg just a little bit. Two more times. So inhale, open up, lunge in. Exhale, press out. Inhale, open up, lunge in. Exhale, press out. And then one more time, adjusting that back leg. And again, hips stay square toward the front. Inhale, open up. Exhale, press. Notice how this even feels different in the calf. And then press out. And then both feet together. And check it. Since that was a little unusual for what we normally do, we're going to go into forward fold from here. So arms of choice, you can slide the hands down the legs. You can inhale up and lead with the arms, your choice. So take an inhale, and then as you exhale, knees are slightly bent. Begin to round yourself forward and gently bring yourself down into that forward fold. On inhale, lift up to about a straight spine. Push the breastbone forward, back of the neck stays long. Exhale, gently release yourself all the way back down. Inhale up. Exhale, back down. So 4 more like this, so take your time. And again, arms can be on your shins like I'm doing. You can have them out in front of you for a little bit more resistance. Depends on what you need. One more. And then as you inhale, slowly extend the spine, lift the chest, come all the way up. And exhale, arms down by your sides. Check in and notice, see how you feel.
And then taking those legs out to straddle. So coming into, excuse me, warrior two. So fireplace toes point toward the fireplace. Excuse me, I've got the burp today. Hips are gonna stay level. And as you exhale, no arms to start. So I really want you to pay attention to what's happening at the hips. So on the next exhale, you're bending into that fireplace leg. Hips are staying level. Feet stays, heel down, no discomfort in the knee. Inhale back up. Again, exhale, slowly dropping down. So you're getting a little inner thigh stretch, opening through those hips. All right, this time adding arms. So the arms come up before we go, and then exhale, slowly drop in. Inhale back up. So keeping those hips level, the spine long, the sides equal. And then back up. And this time moving with the arms. So exhale, lunge in. Inhale, float those arms all the way to the ceiling. Exhale, slowly lunge in. And this time trying to coordinate motion so they finish at the same time. I got this. And then release down into warrior two. Shoulder blades down and in, so palms can be up or down, what works for your neck. On the next exhale, slowly drop that lead arm down. And on inhale, you're going to take that back arm and lift it up and overhead. Look at the elbow. As you exhale, slowly release down. Inhale, slowly up. Exhale, and release down. One more. And this time, which position works better for you for a stay? Do you want your arm reaching overhead? Do you want your arm down by your side? Do you want to keep the head still? Do you want to rotate the head? But again, as always, floating with the breath. Inhale, feel this top half of rib cage expand. Exhale, go a little deeper. After three, slowly back to center. Check in. See how you feel. Long spines. And then we're going to turn the non-fireplace toes toward the non-fireplace. There we go. Again, hips are staying level. We're going to start with just the legs. Knee and toe are going relatively the same direction. Make sure your weight's equal, big toe, little toe, and heel. And then as you exhale, slowly dropping into warrior two. Again, the important thing here is that the hips stay level. Inhale back up. Exhale, slowly drop in. Inhale back up, adding arms. So as you exhale, dropping in, looking over that middle finger. Inhale back up. One more like this. Relax the neck and shoulders. Keep the torso long. And then 2 times with the arms sweeping. So exhale, slowly drop in. Inhale, slowly up. Exhale, slowly drop in. Inhale up, and then exhale, drop in and hold. So checking in with this position, see how the low back feels. And then on your next exhale, when you're ready, slowly dropping into warrior two. Into lateral. Inhale, that top arm goes up and overhead. As you exhale, the arm goes back and behind. Drop your chin. Think that the low back is long. Inhale, sweep the arm, reach overhead. Exhale and slowly release. One more time. Inhale. You're floating up. Feel the stretch down your side. That attaches into the pelvis, down into your lats. This time staying for 3 breaths. So you can decide, do you want your arm to stay overhead? Do you want them to stay down by your side? Do you want to add the head rotation? What works for you on this side? Knowing it could be different than the other side. Again, a little bit of movement with the breath. Nothing is ever static. And then slowly inhale up, back to center, check in. Notice how you feel. Long spines. And then you're slowly going to release yourself down into forward fold. Hands to center, drop your head. So heels should be pointing mostly backwards. As you exhale, I slowly want you to bend your right knee, walk your hands toward the right. As you inhale, slowly come back to center, straighten that right leg.
As you exhale, bend the left knee, walk your hands to the left. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Exhale, slowly over to the right. Inhale, back up. So head's in whatever position is comfortable for you. Just try to keep the back of the neck long. You can drop the chin. I just ask that you try not to lift it. Last set here. And then slowly come all the way back up. Check in, see how you feel. And then bringing your legs together. Again, check in, notice what's changed since you first stood up in class today. How's the weight on your feet feeling? All right, so we're going to come into dynamic tree. So all the weight's going to go on your right foot, toe in with the left. So the toe needs to stay down. You're welcome to. I want you to think about lifting up and out of the hip socket and then bring that foot to your shin if you want the balance challenge. Again, the toe can stay down, that's fine. So again, the goal here is to keep that hip lifted. You work on multidimensional stability here as we do this. Arms low and wide is more stable. They can come in, they can go up as you feel appropriate. So I'm going to, again, talk with my hands. So you choose your arms. So think ribs and hips stay connected. Notice where the relationship is. As you inhale, think about the deep glutes are working to rotate that knee out to the side. You're staying lifted out of this hip. You just saw me adjusting. And then as you exhale, slowly bring it back to center. Oops. Again, inhale, slowly open out. Exhale, back to center. One more time. So think about the deep hip, pulling that knee open. How did you get there? Back to center. So this time we're going to go and we're going to open that knee, and this time we're going to stay here for 3 breaths. So if you want to increase the challenge for the balance, you're welcome to bring that knee up. My knee does not want to bend that much today. So slowly lifted. If your knee's up, you can stay there. Otherwise, I'd encourage you to challenge yourself a little bit with the arms. So shoulder blades are down and in. Find that spot on the floor, on the wall in front of you. And I want you to think about inhale, open up so that knee goes back just a little bit more. Exhale, draw the abdominals up and in. Think about the glutes engaging. Stabilize the length. You're lifting out of that hip. Inhale, expand. Feel that quality of expansion. Exhale, draw up and in. Again, balance comes from somewhere between the pubic bone and the navel. This is where that draw in engages and checks in. Just a few more breaths. So you're feeling both hips being very active to hold this. And then slowly on exhale, release down. Check in, see how you feel. Completely different work done by both legs. Notice that. I know my hips feel like they did different work. Low back should feel comfortable. And then shifting all your weight over to that left foot, toe in to start. Again, lift up out of the hip, lengthen the spine, core engaged. Foot can stay on the ground, it can come to your shin. Again, pick what's appropriate for you. Arms low and wide, more stable. As they come up and in, more challenging. You decide where you need them to go. So again, think about rib to hip connection. Pelvis stays still. On inhale, you're slowly going to open that knee out. Think about, again, using the deep hips. Both glutes are engaging to stay lifted and to open that hip. Exhale and slowly draw back to center. Inhale, slowly open that knee out. Exhale, draw back to center. So again, notice what's happening at the hips, at the spine. And this time you're going to go in, inhale that knee open, and we're going to stay. So again, working that isolation, that isometric engagement. So as you exhale, both glutes are firing, core is engaged, ribs are down. You're staying long, you're thinking length. Again, isometric holds. Good for getting those muscles to fire, and to really think about, again, that movement in and out. Now you're staying. How do those muscles need to engage to honor that stay?
Last one, and then slowly release. Check in, see how you feel. Take a few breaths, and then I'm going to face front of your mat, top of your mat, and step your right foot behind you. The front knee is going to stay a little bit bent. The left hand is going to go into the small of the back. As you inhale, slowly float that right arm up to the ceiling. As you exhale, slowly release yourself all the way forward and down.
As you inhale, slowly extend the spine, lift the chest, come all the way back up. Both feet are nice and solid into the ground. So take an inhale, exhale, slowly release all the way down. And then inhale, slowly bring yourself forward and all the way up. Exhale, that arm comes down. All right, this time we're adding in a halfway lift once we're down at the bottom. So inhale, the arm goes up. As you exhale, slowly release yourself forward and all the way down. Inhale, slowly extend halfway up or so. Push the breastbone forward. So you're moving from the spine as opposed to the pelvis. Exhale, slowly lengthen out as you bring yourself back down. And then inhale, slowly extend the spine, lift the chest all the way back up. We got one more like that. So exhale, slowly release all the way down. Take your time. As you inhale, lifting up that halfway. Exhale, slowly lengthen out, come down. And then inhale forward and come all the way back. Exhale, arm down by your side. All right, so this time we're adding a little bit of an arm pull in once we're in that halfway lift. So inhale, the arm comes up. Exhale, slowly release down. As you inhale, slowly lift up to that halfway point. Exhale, stay here. Bend that right elbow. Inhale, reach it long. And then exhale, release down. Again, inhale forward all the way up. One more time like that. So as you're ready, exhale. Slowly release all the way down. Take your time. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, reach that arm long. Watch the low back. Exhale, release. Inhale, all the way back up. And then exhale, feet together. Check in and notice. See how you're doing, see how you feel. And then please step your left leg back. Again, find that balance, that stability. Both feet are solid on the ground. This front knee is slightly bent. Right hand goes in the small of the back. And as you inhale, you're slowly sweeping that left arm forward. And then exhale, slowly bring yourself all the way forward and down. Inhale, slowly extend the spine, lift the chest, come up. Again, exhale into Parsvottanasana, one-legged forward fold. Inhale, bring yourself forward and all the way up. Exhale the arm down. At this time, coming and lifting halfway. So inhale when you're ready. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift to that halfway spot. So think about pushing the breastbone forward. Exhale, release yourself all the way back down again. And then inhale all the way forward and up. Exhale, arms down by your side. One more time like that. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, all the way down. Oops. And then up. This time we're adding the arm pull in, I think. Sorry, I misplaced myself. I threw myself off by being unstable and having to pay attention to this knee. All right. Inhale, up. Now we have an arm pull. Exhale, bend the elbows. We're fine. Inhale, reach that arm long. Exhale, release down.
Inhale, release up. We got one more like that. I got it. We know where we are. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bend the elbow. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, down. This time stay down and step both feet together. Gentle ride of the breath, just bringing yourself into symmetry. So inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. From here, go ahead and step back to all fours. Check in and notice. And then walk your arms forward. Keep your hips over the knees, and I want you to sit or lower the torso down. So you're in a little puppy position. So reaching those arms forward, forehead can be on the ground, but your weight stays in the arms. So shoulder blades are pulling down and in. All right, so from here, I want you to slowly exhale. Begin to pull the tailbone back. Notice what you feel as you slowly allow yourself to get pulled back toward child's pose. So we're not going full child's pose here. I want you to feel, when is that spot where the tailbone rounds? And then come back to knees under those hips. And then exhale, start to pull the tailbone back again. Gently walk the hands in a little bit. Feel that tailbone round. Notice if there's a stretch or if you're just feeling it. Again, if you're tight across the back at all, you're going to feel it on the sacrum. All right, last time here. Walk back a little bit. Again, get that tailbone around. Take an inhale, stay, and then exhale, slowly release all the way back into child's pose. Again, this is wherever it is for you. My knee is slowly getting better, and I can go down farther. Feel free to rock your hips side to side, just to check in. Notice how you feel. Notice how this compares to when we were doing Chakravarkasana, sitting back to child's pose at the beginning of class. And then please come forward and onto your abs. Hands can go under the forehead, forehead down. I'm going to rotate my head to the side so I can talk to you. I'm also going to adjust my arms so I can talk to you and not my armpit. All right, so feet go mat width apart. And then bend your knees and let your heels come together. So the goal here is that those knees are wider than your hips. So more of a challenge will be to actually move those knees out wider as you go. And the goal is to keep those knees apart as we lift. So again, for some of you, this may just be an engagement as opposed to a lift. All right, so take an inhale. As you exhale, engage the core. Gently press the heels together. You're going to feel those glutes fire. And then if you're able, slowly lift the knees off the mat. Take an inhale, and then exhale, release down. So the pelvis should be staying still, the low back still. Inhale, engage. Exhale, press the heels, and then slowly lifting up. Inhale, and exhale, release down. Again, slowly control, exhale, press, engage, lift, inhale down. So now we're going to go up and stay for 3 breaths as long as that's okay for your low back. So if you're ready, exhale core, zip, lift. Stay here for inhale. Exhale, think about re-engaging the core. Inhale, open up long. Exhale, keep that pubic bone down. One more inhale. Exhale, last inhale, I promise, and then releasing down. Go ahead and straighten those legs out. Just check and see how you feel. Go ahead and rock those hips side to side if you'd like. And then please come around onto your back. And just see how you feel. So we started class here, so we still have about 15 minutes. But check in, see what's changed. Can you notice the differences? All right, continuing to work with the hips a little bit more. Go ahead and bring the knees and the feet together.
Low back stays long, so keep this core connection. Ribs, hip pointer to ribs stay the same distance. As you inhale, slowly allowing those knees to open out to diamond. And as you exhale, slowly pulling those knees back to center. Again, inhale, the knees open out to diamond. And exhale, slowly pull back to center. This time go down and stay for a breath. Stay here for exhale. Inhale, see if you can open the knees up a little bit more, just like tree. You're using those deep hip muscles. And then on the following exhale, knees back together. And then do it one more time with a 2-breath stay. So as you inhale, those knees open out. Exhale, stay. Inhale, and you pull those knees open a little bit more using the glutes. Exhale, stay. Inhale, knees open out. And then slowly back to the ceiling. Check in, see how you feel. All right, coming into figure 4. So take your right ankle, cross it over your left knee, and you're just gonna start off by keeping the hips level, gently press that right knee away. Just test and see how that hip feels. So you can choose to stay here, or you can reach around that left hamstring and pull everything in. And again, if you'd like to add a little bit more, on the inhales, that left heel is gonna press toward the ceiling, and as you exhale, you're slowly gonna bring that heel back down and pull the knees into your chest. Inhale, the knees press away at the very least. Heel can go toward the ceiling. Exhale, and you're slowly drawing the knee into the chest. Got one more time. And then keep the knee down. And on the exhale, really think about now focusing, pulling in. Notice if you're pulling straight, or are you off to the side? What's going on with your pelvis? Is it level? Is it tipped? One more time. And then that foot goes on the ground. You're going to cross the right leg farther over the left. Trying to keep those shins close together. And on the next exhale, slowly let the legs fall to the right. Only as far as you're comfortable. Round your low back a little bit. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, see if you can pull those knees into your chest a little bit more using the abs. Again, inhale, exhale, pull the knees into the chest more. So notice as those knees come higher, how does that feel across the hip, the low back? Is there a spot that's just it? We have 2 more breaths, so find that spot, if there is one. If not, keep pulling the knees into the chest. And then slowly on the next inhale, come back to center. Uncross the legs, feet on the ground. Check in again, see how you feel. And then go ahead and cross over with the left ankle to the right knee. And again, just starting off with gently pressing that left knee away, keeping the hips level, and both hips equally weighted. And then if you'd like to take it a little bit farther, you can bring that right knee in, hands go behind that leg. And again, next level would be to inhale and slowly press that right leg to the ceiling. On the exhale, go ahead and bend the knee and pull both knees into your chest. So 2 more times like this if you are doing that leg up and down. Otherwise, you're just working on both. Inhale, the knees go out. Exhale, in. So this time, stay in here. Inhale, allow those knees to go out. Exhale, pull them back in. So this is very Apanasana-like. And then go ahead and take that right foot on the ground. Let your left leg slide farther over. Arms wherever's comfortable for you. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're allowing the legs to fall to the right. And again, think about rounding that low back a little bit as you go down, only as far as you're comfortable. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, start to pull those knees into your chest more. Inhale, stay. Exhale, pull in. And again, notice as you're pulling higher, where's that spot that's like, oh yeah, that's where I need to go. If you don't find it, keep pulling those knees in. Otherwise, you can just stay for 3 more breaths. And then inhale back to center. Check in. See how you feel. Notice how the body feels. Notice how the hips feel lying here. And then slowly, please come to sitting. Both legs out in front of you. So feet are a comfortable distance apart. Again, take a few breaths. Just notice. So again, arms of choice here, working on that counter pose. Take an inhale, back of the neck grows long. As you exhale, starting from the top of the head, gently begin to reach forward, long through your spine. Knees can stay bent so the spine moves. Inhale, slowly bring yourself all the way back up. Again, exhale, slowly round yourself down. Inhale, slowly bring yourself back. One more time, and then I'll give you some options. Think about pulling the ribs away from the hips. So you can continue with this up and down, or if you'd like to, you can go down and stay for 3 breaths. But still have a gentle ride of the breath. So again, it's nice slow breath, so the movements are really small and they're really slow. They're really intentional. Feeling the quality of inhale and expand, feeling that quality of exhale and draw in. We got one more. And then slowly inhale and bring yourself all the way back up. Check in for a few breaths. See how you feel. And then hands can go back to give you a little bit of support. Put your left foot flat. I want you to cross your right ankle over the left knee. So we were in this position on the ground, on our backs. So just take a moment here and notice how this feels different. What does it do to your pelvis? How about the neck and shoulders? And then slowly work on sliding that leg straight. Bring your torso forward. And as you exhale, slowly round forward. So you may not get very far, that's fine. You can experiment if you'd like and put the foot just inside that knee. And again, what gets you what you need? Do you need more focus on the hamstrings, which is going to be this foot? Do you need more focus on the hip, which is going to be the crossover? So again, a little bit of exploration here for what you need from this. So we have 3 more breaths here. And you can do a little bit of mix and match if you'd like. So trying to keep your hips square and that leg extending straight out from that hip socket. And after those 4 breaths, slowly up. Straighten that leg out. Check in. Notice right to left. And again, notice you might be in the hips. You might feel in the hamstrings, at the knees. We don't know. Everybody's different. All right, hands come back. Cross the left leg over the right knee. And start off bending that knee a little bit. Again, just notice how that hip feels compared to the other one. And then slowly beginning to exhale that leg out straight. Inhale up. And then exhale, slowly beginning to lean yourself forward. And again, this is the exploration part. Do you need to stay here? Is that getting you what you need? Or do you need to go to more toward Janu Shirshasana? The foot is just inside that knee on the ground. So you have 3 more breaths. So your choice on what you need on this side. So this side may be different than the other side, and that's fine.
So think about lengthen the spine. Where's your head in relationship to the rest of the spine? Last one here. And then slowly inhale all the way up. I'm just flipping around so I can see the clock. Check in, and then slowly bring yourself back down, knees into chest. There we go. Rock around that low back just because it feels good. Hands over the tops of the knees. Shoulder blades are down. So from here, allow the knees to open out a little bit. Notice what happens to the pelvis. Notice the low back flattening a little bit. Inhale, bring those knees back together. Exhale, allow the knees to come apart. The knees start to aim toward the armpits a little bit. Tailbone rounds. Inhale, release. So as you exhale, let the knees come apart. Let the knees come toward the armpits. Inhale, slowly push those knees away now. Exhale, core engages. Let the knees come apart a little bit. Maybe shoulder width apart. Inhale and release. Two more like this. Just a little bit different way of doing Apanasana. Again, just letting you explore. And then as you're finishing these up, go ahead and check in. Is there anything else that you need to do before we go into Shavasana, into rest? And then allowing yourself to bring those feet down, check in for a moment. Again, notice what we've done. Notice how the hips feel different. The spine might feel different. The spaces beneath you might feel different. And then bringing yourself into whatever position allows you to fully relax, to fully let go. And as you go into that position, knowing you can adjust your body position anytime, allowing your breath to become effortless, allowing your body to sink into the ground. It's going to support you. It's not going anywhere. Allow your mind to still. And again, if you need help with that, counting the breath. So as you inhale, feel the rib cage expand. That's 1. As you exhale, rib cage draws in. That's 2. Inhale is 3. Exhale is 4. And then starting over again at 1. If you find your mind wandering, gently bring yourself back to the breath. You know where you left off, start there. Otherwise, start over. Count at 1 again. Again, no judgment here. Stilling the mind takes practice. And then slowly begin to deepen your inhale. Lengthen your exhale. Allowing yourself to come back to your body slowly. And then gently wiggling fingers, wiggling toes, and then gently rock your head from side to side. Over the next few breaths, feel free to stretch your limbs about, ending up on whichever side is most comfortable for you. And then allowing your head to be the last thing to come up. Slowly press yourself to comfortable sitting. Check in and see how you've changed with this practice. See what feels different. And then bringing hands to Anjali Mudra. I honor you for allowing me to guide your practice today. Om Shanti. Namaste.